Our next speaker is a young man who truly appreciates his recovery. He helps many people on their recovery path, and he currently works as a Simple Path Recovery and Northeast Regional Director. Let's put your hands together for Matt O'Malley.
Wow, what an event. Before I share my experience, strength, and hope, can we please just get a round of applause for MOAR and all they do, please? The reason why I say that is that I'm a strong believer the only way to combat the disease of addiction is to get educated on it and then walk right towards it. And MOAR does such an excellent job of educating us on, the disease of addiction, things that are going on in the state, and things that are very important to know, where to reach out, the resources that are available. They really do it all. So, I want to say thank you to Marianne and MOAR and the whole entire board. It's a privilege and it's an honor to stand up here today because I never thought I'd be able to do this today. Part of my story is I grew up in a household with a mother that suffered from the disease of addiction. Resources are very important. I ended up losing my mother to the disease of addiction because there weren't resources available like there is today. And it completely shattered my whole entire life, and I didn't know which way to go. So I went the way my mother went. I'm not here to tell you a war story. What I need to tell you is that I went out, I used for over a decade, I lost, and then the recovery community does what the recovery community does, and they stuck a hand out to me and said, "You're not alone, we love you, and we can recover. Are you willing to do some work?" And I was like, anything, and they showed me the way. So, by the way, I mean, when I came here, I didn't know how to live. I didn't know how to conduct myself. I didn't know how to budget a checkbook. I'm an addict that just really needed a hug. I ran from mom my whole entire life. And the community, listen, I ran from mom my whole entire life. And today, because of the recovery community, I got 50 mothers. Right. I got 50 mothers. Some of them are in their rooms. So can we give a round of applause for the mothers of the community, please? Because I don't really think you understand, the women and the people in the community literally taught me how to be a man. That's what they do, man. And if it wasn't for them, man, I would have never ever came to the recovery community. I would have never been able to free myself from the imprisonment. And when I say imprisonment, if you're an addict, the imprisonment is what happens in between these ears, right? It's imprisoned from yourself, right? I could not stop my obsessive, my compulsive, my thinking that never ever stopped, and the recovery community showed me how to do it. But there's very important things. What I'm here to tell you is what has helped me, man. Peer-to-peer support, right? Recovery coaches, right? Because when I wasn't ready to come to a fellowship or whatever the case may be, there was a recovery coach that came into my life that met me exactly where I was at, because I was in my own process. And whatever your process is, listen, I'm in the business of keeping addicts alive, right? I just want you to stay alive. So if that means you gotta be on MAT or you gotta be on methadone or whatever the case may be, if you're alive and you're available and you're with your family and you're loved and we don't have to mourn another person, please, I highly encourage you to continue to do what you're doing because I need you here with me. I need you here with me. A smart man once told me 5 + 5 = 10. So does 9 + 1. I don't care how we're getting to 10, man. I just want you to get there. I don't care how long it takes. I just want you to get there. I don't care what your process looks like. There's people in the community that are willing to work with you. I really need to stress the fact that like Massachusetts and New England does a really good job of providing treatment, right? We do a really good job at providing treatment. Some of the best treatment facilities in the world, you know, I believe are right here. True, genuine treatment dealing with the post, you know, the PTSD, the trauma, the reason why we feel it's so necessary to run away from ourselves is what frees us from ourselves. And we need more of them. We need more treatment facilities. We need more recovery coaches. We need more of everything. And you know, I always speak on this, man. And after I speak on this, I'm gonna hand it off, man. But like, for the longest time, I was known as the kid with a mother that lost herself to the disease of addiction. Before I even put a mind and mood altering substance in my body, I had a stigma attached to me, right? That stigma defined who I hung out with, how I conducted myself, where I was going in life, everything that came along with it. It completely destroyed my mental health, my spirit, my career, my life. And like, I'm here to tell you, like, no matter what your situation is, if you are high in this room today, like, welcome. Stigma does not define us today. It does not define who I am, how I conduct myself. It doesn't define my mother, and it doesn't define anybody else in here, man. Because I'm here to tell you, I was the kid that you would be like, yeah, no way. No way this kid's gonna get clean. And it's because like I surrounded myself around negativity. I surrounded myself around the people. I let it define me. It wasn't until I walked through my fear and like I made something for myself. Yo, listen, today, man, like, man, I'm a functioning member of society. Addicts become functioning members of society. Right? Today I'm available to love my niece, my nephew, my father, my friends, my sponsor, my community. And today when somebody calls me and says, Maddie, I can't sit with myself, I need help, I'm sick of running, I'm able to drop my hat and help you. And that's what I've been taught around here. And like, it's all from people like Marianne. It's all from people that have paved the way, man. Like, you know, I'm sure Matt Gannum's in the room someplace. You know what I mean? Thank you, Matt, for all the hard work you've done for decades around here, right? Thank you, MOAR, right? Thank you, all the nonprofit organizations, man. Thank you, all the recovery coaches. I see you over there, Angel. Man, it's moments like this when we're sitting in a room and we come together and we use our voices and we all identify with each other, right? And we stand together as one unit and we walk towards the disease of addiction and we don't let it break us and we stay strong and we stay rooted that like, just that much faster are we at the solution. So please, get involved, right? Talk to the people from MOAR. Talk to Noel. Talk to myself. Talk to Marianne. Talk to some of the recovery coaches. Get shoulder to shoulder with us. And let's walk towards this thing, man. And let's keep people alive because that's what it's about. Listen. If no one told you today that you're loved, I might not know you. I might have never met you a day in my life, man. But like, I love you. And I believe in you. And you can do it. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care how dark it is. There's light. All you gotta do is say the most important 3 words that saved my life. I need help. It starts with you, and we'll pick it up. My name's Maddie. I'm a grateful recovering addict in long-term recovery.